Welcome to this episode of TLA. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Kettleman, also known as the Lost Anchovy. On this episode, we explore the wonderful world of Tesla camping for the first time. On my way to travel to Southern California to try my hands at a few more spiny lobsters. One of the unique features and perks of owning an electric vehicle is camping inside your car on stormy and cold evenings. Spoiler, it's a game changer. We also make a trip to visit the Tesla Lounge in Kettleman City, a little city halfway between LA and Northern California. Be warned, it's a tourist trap, but the lounge is a nice place to stretch out your limbs and take a breather from the long trip. There's a lot to unpack in this episode: fishing, Tesla camping, visits to Tesla Lounge. So let's go and get started. Hey guys, welcome back to this episode of TLA. This week I'm back here in Redondo for lobstering. Now, the last time I was here in Redondo, we had a pretty good lobstering trip, and then I went back to Redondo with Tim, and we did not have a good lobstering trip. So I've been really trying to figure out this fishery for a while now, but I think today they're crawling, so I'm putting the data points together, and eventually over time, I'm gonna figure them out, and then I'll let you guys know on. Okay, but this episode really is about kayak camping in my Tesla. Okay, because this is what it's all about. I got this Tesla mainly, to work, to travel. And so one of the things that kind of got me into it was the fact that you can kayak camp in it, or basically like Tesla camp in it. That's kind of like a really big thing in the Tesla community, is being able to camp in it. And people, there's a whole forums on it about how, all the things that and hacks people do in order to camp in them. And that's what I want to do. The last few times I was here traveling and fishing in my kayak, I had a trailer, and me and Tim, we connected my Tesla to the trailer, and we took it down here. So with the trailer, I can't really camp at all, so we had to kind of stay at a hotel. But this time I kicked Tim to the curb, and basically I'm doing solo down here in my Tesla, which allows me to throw on autopilot, which made the ride down here so much easier. Believe me, driving down here on autopilot on the 5, letting it roll, that's a pretty good scenario you want to have your Tesla in. But overall, the drag did limit my ability to get the maximum amount of mileage on the Tesla, but it's still great. It was still great. I had, instead of charging 2 times, I had to charge at least 3 times this time. Okay, so we're down here. This week we're joined by my friend Moo Solo, and I call him Moo Solo because he doesn't really fish with anybody. He just solos it, like Han Solo from Star Wars. It's kind of a rebel that way. The idea was that we're supposed to meet. He's laughing right now. The idea was that me and Moo were supposed to meet up at Kettleman City on the way down to Highway 5. And he texts me like last minute. He goes, "Sorry, Chovy, I'm off. I'm going on my own. I'll meet you down there." So he's a rebel that way, So instead of calling him, Han Solo, basically he's Moo Solo now, because he doesn't really care about anybody else but himself. And later on tonight, I'm gonna pack up everything, and then I'm gonna have this nice little rest area that along Highway 5, and I'm gonna put up my privacy stuff, and I'm gonna pass that over there, and I'll let you guys know how that all kind of plays out. But sleeping in your Tesla versus getting a hotel room and all this other jazz, one, it saves on efficiency. You don't have to go to the hotel room, check in and all that stuff, and paying for all that additionally as well. And and I honestly believe it's pretty darn comfortable, as good as a hotel room. Okay, so that's the plan today, is Tesla camp. I'll let you know how that goes, Tesla camping with my kayak, and we're gonna go hoop. So I think I might have you onto something here, guys. So follow me, and I'll let you guys know how that all goes out. The Tesla Lounge is located in Kettleman City on Highway 5, about halfway to Southern California. It is one of the unique perks of owning a Tesla, and as far as I know, the only Tesla Lounge on the 5. This lounge is only accessible for Tesla owners with very specific steps in order to obtain the access code. Kettleman City has over 80 plus chargers, so there's ample spots to charge. There's also pull-up chargers for trailers, but unfortunately those are not located at the Tesla Lounge, but at another charging station a little farther away. Entering the lounge, there was a wall displaying information about the Tesla Powerwall. The idea is to use solar power generated by your home, store it inside a battery, and charging the car during off-peak hours, thus getting off the grid completely. I think there's still a lot of room for development that needs to happen to make this viable, in addition to bringing down the cost, but the idea is a good one. Inside the lounge, there's also a coffee bar, Wi-Fi access, and information to 24-hour Tesla roadside assistance if you may need it, in addition to snacks that can be purchased through a vending machine. The lounge itself is very spacious with 2 sides. There's also a small play area for kids and even for some adults if you enjoy those kind of puzzles. I personally like being able to stretch out my feet, check my emails, take a breather, and go to the bathroom while my car charges up. Overall, it's a nice perk to have if you own a Tesla and travel a lot. It's like a first-class lounge at an airport for frequent flyers. Nothing too great and nothing too special, but hey, it's a nice perk to have. Alright, this is my first time Tesla camping. Man, this thing is so comfortable. I don't even have a mattress. It's just so comfortable. I can just sit here and sleep, and I was snoring earlier. Oh my god, it's so nice. I really like Tesla camping. I think I can do this for a while. No more hotels. It's just camp and fish in my Tesla.
The famous Moo laxative. It's is it recording?
Yes, of course it's recorded.
So this is a homemade trail mix. It's got almond, it's got walnut, pistachio, it's got cranberries, dry cranberries, and it's got mini M&Ms. Everything you want, nothing you don't. However, Chovy doesn't like it because it makes him go poo-poo.
See the evil laugh? You see the evil laugh? We're off Frunk. This is actually one of the first times I've actually been out this early. This is an anomaly. This is an anomaly. I'm actually equally as excited for the mackerel as I am for the lobster, believe it or not. The mackerel are really fun to catch at night when they're kind of swimming around. You can kind of find them. They're like, so I'm gonna try to get some and put it on the video tonight. Got to drop pots. Turn on my lights. Okay, first spot. Good luck. All the pots have been dropped. Gotta wait till the sun goes down, and we're gonna give them a first pull in a little bit, see how everything goes. Fingers crossed. We'll have some bugs in it. Oh, I'm on a school mackerel move. Holy shoot! Holy smack! Oh. Oh my god! Gotten so much mackerel. Oh my god! Am I crazy? Speak of the devil. And they come. So one of the reasons I came out here was to go catch mackerel. I like catching them in between soaking for lobsters, and they're super fun. Like I'm on right now. Literally every drop you pop, and they're like on, and they're all over the place. Look at that, another one. Oh crud! Yeah. All right, keep dropping them down. So they'll come right after the bait. Like I'll just drop it down to about 15 to 20 feet, and then they're just circling around this area, and then they'll kind of focus on it, and then they'll start hitting it. But one of the things that I really kind of got to be wary about is like when you hit one, you might hit like 5 or 6 or 7 of them at that same time, which is like really bad because then they get all tangled up and it gets all bad. So yeah, and these are actually great bait for crabbing and obviously lobster. I mean, why pay for bait when you can actually just get them for free, right? All you need is a little sabiki and tip it with a little bit of squid, and I have a little light that kind of blinks when it gets down there, and it really makes a difference. And they just hone in on it once you come across the school. Once again, the trick really is to not get 6 or 7 of them on at the same time. That kind of makes it a really nasty mess. But if you can get like 2 or 3 on, it's pretty solid bait, as you can see. So we're gonna enjoy the night, and hopefully on the first pool it'll be very well. They'll do well. Alright, time to put in our first pot. Been maybe about 45 minutes to an hour now, so I think it's a good time to pull. We'll see how everything kind of pulls out. We'll move them around as needed. First pot, let's see. Of course, there's a bunch of mackerel underneath me right now too. All right, jeez. Hopefully, we'll get something. Nothing on that first pull, not yet. So, got a little bit of time. Let's go ahead and rebait this. Got some fresh bait.
What's up, boys and girls? I'm so glad this video is about Tesla camping and not about lobster hooping, because lobster hooping sucked balls last night. It was freaking terrible. We had probably about a dozen guys out there, and dozen guy times like 5 hoops each. That ends up being like, a lot of hoops, and we end up like a total maybe 10 lobsters. They were just not out there last night. I had a great time catching mackerel, and when the lobsters just didn't go, I just gave up. I was just like, forget it. I know they're not even going. I did pull pots though, don't get me wrong, I did pull pots. And I did move them around, but I knew that, this is just gonna be one of those nights. That's just fishing in general. With that said, after that, I cleaned up everything, went down, got a supercharger, charged up my car, and then drove all the way out here to Tijan Pass by Lebec. We're about an hour and about 45 minutes away or so, or about an hour and 30 minutes away from Redondo. And oh man, when I got here, it was freezing. It was cold. I think like 42 degrees or something, like 42 or 46 degrees or something. And I took my pots and I put them on top of my my kayak, and I strapped them down. So I left the pots outside, and this whole inside area here was free, right? I did have a mattress, but I was just too tired to pump it up, and I didn't really want to deal with that. So this is actually fairly comfortable as well. This bottom part here, right there, pretty comfortable as well. and I came in with like 27%, and outside it's like 42 degrees, and I spent the whole night, and it's probably about 7 a.m. right, 6 o'clock a.m. right now. It'll be another 30 minutes or so before the sun comes out, and currently, as you can see, my Tesla, I have 23%. 23%. So the whole night that I was in the car, it only went down for 4%. And inside, I set it like at 70. I set it at like 73 degrees. And right now, I'm looking outside. It's 41 degrees. It's crazy cold outside. It's like I just went outside to go to the bathroom, and it felt like I was in Tahoe or something. So I am digging this setup. I really am digging this setup right here for kayak camping and crabbing and whatever it is. Because you know what, I can go multiple days. I don't have to spend all that much money on a hotel room. I can just find a really nice and safe place, rest stop, and I just crash out, man. And it's very, very, very comfortable. So I'm digging this. You know, I wish I could have given you a lobster report with that as well, but you know, I'm liking this. This works out. This works out well. So if you guys have a Tesla, you know, I know a lot of you guys were kind of like hesitant about using your Tesla to go fishing and stuff, but man, this is pretty comfortable. It's pretty nice.
All right. Well, that's the end of the adventure. It's my last charging station for the day. So I hope you guys enjoy these videos. And once again, I always enjoy making them for you. Can't always have these great trips where we're going to be limiting out all the time. And truth is that's fishing, man. I mean, I can't lie to you and say like, you know, every video I put out, I'm going to have massive amounts of fish and it's going to be limited all around. Although it's always nice to have those types of videos to show everybody, but you know, realistically, that's not the case. Hey, next time, hopefully we'll get more fish, okay? Okay, I'll catch you guys next time. And like Lou says, enjoy the outdoors.